Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk immigration. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, y'all. Let's make sure. Once you come on, say hello. Let's know you're here. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I just want to make sure that I am. Um, okay. Mm. I'm not seeing the YouTube icon, so I'm hoping that it is not just on Facebook because I usually like to do the broadcast at the same time. Hi, everybody. This is Attorney Abisola Ovale Samuel, immigration lawyer based in Alabama. My background is not my office. So, but still in Alabama, based in Alabama, as far as my office is concerned. Come on in, say hello. Will you come on? Tell me how your Friday is going. Let's talk immigration news. Biden immigration reform. What is the update on that? How does it affect? Who does it affect? And when do we expect to have any kind of news resolution impact on generally on undocumented immigrants, as they always call it. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk immigration. And drop your comment if you have a question that I can answer. If I have time, I will. Let's see. Okay, because I have another consultation coming up. But I wanted to come on. Let's give you the update on the Biden immigration reform. What is the new status? What is the new? What has happened this week? How does it affect you? What are we to expect? So you can know exactly what is going on as far as Biden's immigration reform as pathway to citizenship. Who is it going to benefit? Is it how when is it going to become law? All that good stuff. So come in, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed to a YouTube channel, please do so. I try to broadcast simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So there's some people who like Facebook, some don't care for Facebook, some like YouTube. Whatever your cup of tea is, you've got content coming your way. But if you have not subscribed to YouTube, please subscribe. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do so. We are also on Instagram, so you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. I think I have pretty interesting videos on TikTok. Now, my voice, I've been dealing with this sore throat, whatever it is, in what you're thinking. Uh, but so my voice sounds a much deeper this afternoon, but whatever. But anyway, so let's jump right in. And if you need to contact my office, contact information is scrolling across the screen. AOS at olalawfirm.com. That's my email. That's my personal email. And my office number is 334-341-4475. You can also contact us on the website. It's olalawfirm.com. It's right there on the screen. And those are the ways you get, or you can send me a text to that number. The text comes directly, it's linked to my cell phone, so it comes directly to my cell phone. So let's talk about what is the latest news on the Biden immigration reform bill. What should we expect? And what other news are there in the immigration world? So let me put that up real quick. Update on Biden immigration reform and other news. So let's jump right in. Right now, if you unless you've been living under a rock, we know that since President Biden took office, one of his main priorities was giving immigration, make it a path to citizenship when it comes to immigration, and being able to forge a pathway for people who are undocumented. So it's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with Republicans and Democrats, and trying to decide who is right, who's going to do what, who wants to agree, negotiating and trying to use one to manipulate the other party. It's been a whole mess. However, this, and if you know, they've been trying to pass this infrastructure bill, and the reason why Democrats are really, really into this bill is because one of the requirements or one of the proposals that they brought forward was to have the pathway to citizenship included in this budget bill. It's something trillion something something, but one of the things that Democrats insisted on was having part of this bill to include I'm sorry, there was a call trying to come in to include pathway to citizenship for undocumented, about give or take 11 to 12 million people who are here from other countries that do not have their papers. So this week on Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, don't quote me on that, but I think it was Tuesday, the Senate finally passed the budget bill. Why is that important, and how does that affect immigration? It is important because this is step one to achieving the whole amnesty plan. It's not being called amnesty, it's called pathway to citizenship, but basically that's what it is. And the reason why it's important to have that as part of this budget bill that was passed is because Democrats want. So what does it even mean? What does a budget bill have to do with immigration? This is what it has to do with immigration. You need money to be able to execute any plan. That's just how life works, right? In order for them to have a plan or a plan set aside to be able to legalize millions of people, you need that money the government needs funding to back that up. If there's no funding to back up a plan or a bill, then it wouldn't go anywhere. So that's why Democrats have been very insistent and persistent with making sure they get something out of this budget bill. So part of this infrastructure bill is this. There will be funds that now that it has been passed, it includes funds for financing the pathway to citizenship as part of what has been passed. So basically, there is money that has now been approved to support the plan to pathway to citizenship. Make sense? So that's why the bill is important and the impact it has on immigration. Now, as far as what exactly this pathway to citizenship will be, we have the initial proposal that has been shut down, but the one thing that has not changed is this. This bill now includes or proposes those who will be made a priority. Those would include dreamers. Dreamers are people, people who came here with their parents. It wasn't their choice, but, they came at a certain age and now they will. Thank you, my sis. I love you. I love you so much. You are just the best. So that would include the dreamers. They are the main priority so that they're not paying for the sins of their parents. Just not sins, but their parents brought them here for opportunities, so they're going to get to stay here and pursue that opportunity. Make sense? They are the priority. Essential workers, healthcare workers. There isn't a final list of who will be considered essential, but for a fact, healthcare workers will be part of the essential workers that will benefit from this funding of the pathway to citizenship. Another group of people will be farm workers. So those three for now are those that we know will be included once the bill is passed. That means there's now funding for pathway to citizenship, and those three groups of categories of people will be priority. Now, that's not final because there is a committee that will now deliberate, and I think they have up to September. I'm not sure. Listen, see, that's why I have gray hair. I just there's too much information. But they have up till September 10 or 15, don't quote me on that, to be able to come up with concrete plan of how they will use this funding to make that pathway to citizenship a reality. Make sense? So that is basically what this infrastructure plan, because Democrats were very, very adamant on making sure that part of Republicans wanted, funding to secure the border. That's their issue. They're just worried about everybody's coming. I digress. And that's part of the problem. I have this, I have Facebook page and I do ads from time to time. And I cannot tell you the racist and just vile people, the comments they make. One made a comment today saying, and I actually had to report that to Facebook. I think that's the very first one I had to report. It was just so vile, calling people monkeys and saying you need to go back to Africa and take your people with you and hang from trees. And I screenshot his obvious he's Caucasian. Screenshot his face, sent it to whether Facebook could do anything, I don't know. But my point is, it's amazing how much hate people have and how they're so concerned about securing borders and keeping people like me out, when people like me are the ones who actually built this whole darn country. Excuse me, I'm getting frustrated. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to being professional. But that's their own. Well, I don't know. I would assume truck drivers, because we can't get anything across. Truck drivers were actually essential workers during the whole pandemic. So I don't see any reason why they will be taken out of that. But anyway, I say all that to say this. That's what the other party is more concerned about blocking the borders because people like me shouldn't come in. But Democrats were very adamant on making sure that was included so they would have funding to be able to achieve the goal of pathway to citizenship. These are the three categories we know as of today. Things are changing, but at least we have funding for that sole purpose. That is huge. So there is hope. Stay optimistic. There is hope. What should you do right now? There isn't, as far as the exact bill, we have to wait and see what's going to be done. Now, obviously, there are Republicans that will want to shut it down, truth be told. But we'll see how that plans out. So as soon as I have any more updates, I'll let you guys know. But right now, this is making hope alive again. Should you wait or should you go on if you have something that you're eligible for? I've always said it from January and I keep saying it. If you qualify for something right now, go ahead and file that, put in your petitions, put in your applications. If somehow things are still slowed down and this becomes a bill and is passed into law and we have an effective date and you qualify for that, obviously you would be able to withdraw whatever it is that is still pending and pursue this. So do not, just make sure you go send in whatever applications you qualify for, because we don't know when this is going to become effective, right? This is a big step, the first step, because without funding, they cannot achieve that plan. Now they've got the funding to back up achieving that plan, okay? And when I say other news, one thing that has changed is, or two things. So USCIS has now revised I-485, which is your application for green card. The form now will include provisions where you do not have to separately apply for Social Security number with the Social Security Administration office. Once you send in an I-485, there'll be if you go on USCIS.gov website, the new form is actually out. You will be able to just check, automatically send you a card and assign you a Social Security number. That's one. The other thing is I-693, medical examination form. Normally, you have to send it in with your application, and most of the time it takes about 2 years for USCIS to even do anything. At that time, it's expired, right? So as of yesterday, any application that you send in, any medical examination that you have will be valid for 4 years instead of the regular 2 years, up until September. I want to say September 21st. Don't quote me on that, but it's September 2021. And if USCIS makes that decision before then, and as long as at the time you sent in your application, the medical examiner's signature wasn't more than 60 days before they receive your application. So there are some conditions, and even though we're going from 2 years to 4 years, there are still some conditions that you have to satisfy, and you'll be able to know if you are eligible for the extension of the 2-year to 4-year on the medical examination form. So that is what is going on in immigration world. I didn't go to bed till like about 1:30. Let me tell you something. Yeah. So if I look really, I think that's what affected my voice. I was just up with a lot of, I had 2 cases that I had to consult with people this morning and get them documents and help them out because they were like priorities. So those are things that keep me up at night. But hey, listen, it is. I love helping people. And my sweet sister, Miss Charleston knows. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Adebayo. How are you? Yes, Mr. Singh. So we'll wait because truck drivers were essential during the pandemic. We already know a place like Walmart would not function without their trucks. Amazon would not function without trucks. So that would mean we cannot transporting goods from one place to another. That's part of what makes our community and commercial and our business and economy. So truck drivers obviously we're essential workers then, and I would anticipate they will still be essential workers when we have this pathway to citizenship bill final pass. But there's hope. Now money has been given to be able to address that issue, and then we'll just see how it goes, right? But if you need help with your immigration cases while we wait, information 334-341-4475 is the number at my office, aos@olalawfirm.com, or just visit our website at olalawfirm.com. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm working from home today, so yeah, sometimes you got to take a break, especially when you go to bed at 1:30 in the morning. You're gonna be drained. I can get 2 kids. Yeah. But anyway, thank you to all those who jumped tonight. I really do appreciate you guys. And please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, subscribe, and share the video. Share this video. There are people we've all been waiting on what the update will be, what's going on, what's new, and all that. So as soon as I get new information, I will update you. We're going to stay hopeful and see how things go. Until next time, bye-bye, everybody.